Hello everyone, welcome to our training on security and object-oriented programming concepts. We will be discussing the 20 most important terms that every developer or IT professional should be aware of. Now we're going to start with the basics and just run through these definitions very quickly as we are on a short time frame for this training video. And now let's start. So in object-oriented programming, or OOP, there are different classes to define objects and their properties and methods. A class is a blueprint for creating objects, and it defines the structure of the data and the behavior of the object. Encapsulation is the practice of hiding the implementation details of a class from the outside world, and it helps to protect the data and methods of the class from unauthorized access. Inheritance is a mechanism that allows a new class to inherit the properties and methods of an existing class. It allows us to reuse existing code and reduces the need to write repetitive code. Modularity is the practice of breaking a large program into smaller, independent modules, and this can make the code more organized, reusable, and easier to maintain. Abstraction is the practice of hiding the complexity of a system and exposing only the essential features to the user. This makes the system easier to use and understand. Now, data hiding is the practice of keeping sensitive data private and protected from unauthorized access, which is our goal. Simplicity is the practice of keeping the design of the system as simple as possible for the users. Now, minimization is the principle of keeping the amount of data and information stored to a minimum, reducing the risk of it being stolen or misused. And confidentiality is also an important principle. And this refers to the keeping of information private and secure, preventing unauthorized access or disclosure. Polymorphism allows objects to take on different forms. This allows for greater flexibility and use of the code itself. Now, the process of isolation is the practice of running different processes in separate memory spaces to prevent them from interacting with each other. This helps us to protect the system from malicious or malfunctioning processes. Now, domain separation is the practice of separating different functions or components of a system into a different security domain. This helps to limit the potential damage of a security breach. Now, open design is the practice of designing the system with security in mind from the very beginning. It makes it easier to identify and fix security vulnerabilities down the road. Defense layering is the practice of using multiple layers of security protocols to protect a system. Or security controls, that is. This makes it more difficult for attackers to penetrate the system and increases the chance of detecting and stopping an attack. Least privilege is the practice of granting users and processes only the minimum amount of permissions necessary to perform their tasks, and this helps them stay within boundaries and not creating an unnecessary security breach. Now, two-factor authentication is a security measure that requires the users to provide two forms of identification, such as usually it's like a password and a PIN, password and a fingerprint, whatever the user may use. Now, the adware is a type of software that displays unwanted ads on a user's computer, and it can be a security risk, and therefore we use ad blockers or adware blockers. Botnet is a network of infected computers that are controlled by a third party to perform malicious attacks. Generally speaking, it's a DDoS attack, which is a different form of attack. Now, availability refers to the ability of authorized users to access the information and resources they need when they need it. We are always looking for the fastest way to finish any kind of work. So integrity also refers to the accuracy and completeness of data and ensuring that it has not been tampered with in any way. Hope this video has provided some help and kind of informed you on the basic definitions of OOP. Thank you.